Oh my goodness. Hello everybody. This is going to be video 0637. It's crazy. I haven't made a video in 3 weeks and I just made three in the last 20. And I'm hoping that as far as content goes, this is probably going to be the shortest and maybe the most concise. But I'm going to call it Sexual Kryptonite. A friend of mine, Jamie, had said something about, you know, once we transition and we have GCS, we're like kryptonite. No one will touch us. And we kind of laughed about it. And I was like, oh no, sexual kryptonite. That's how I feel. And, certainly being in a relationship is hard enough for a natural, shouldn't say that. Being in a relationship and having sex is hard enough for a person, a cisgendered person, and transgender. Oh my gosh! A friend of mine told me I transitioned in my 20s for a little bit. I didn't stick with it. Wish I would have. A friend of mine at the time, I said something about, well, will I ever find someone? And he said to me, he said, I think you will. He said, just the pool is going to be smaller. There's many fish in the sea, as they say, but those people who are going to be willing to be in a relationship or transition, with a trans woman, is going to be smaller, but man, it's like, minuscule. It's wee. It's extra wee sized. It's really wee. It's really, really small, at least for me. And golly, I hope it's not just like for me. I mean, maybe nobody wants to be with Robin. I don't know. And of course, I have I have no real life experience post transitioning with somebody with being sexually active. So it's like I'm starting over again. I'm like a virgin. You know, I know nothing. Nothing. I can tell you how to rebuild a helicopter. I have a lot of my skills, and I want to get back into trucks again. I'm missing trucks. Trucks are fun. Go mudding. You just gotta, I guess, the common sense is you just have to find the right person. And certainly, my natural reaction to transitioning was cocooning somewhat. I isolated myself. And, you're not going to meet anybody. I mean, cats and dogs are wonderful. I have sea monkeys myself. But you can't love, you're not going to get the same degree of love and affection from an animal. And I can hear people going, oh, yes, you can. But, you talk to a dog or a cat and they hear blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. Feed me. And definitely you can get love and affection from a cat and a dog. Please don't misunderstand me. Not so much from sea monkeys and fish, but I do talk to my sea monkeys, by the way. But anyway, but again, you're not going to get the same interaction that you do with a person. And I have yet to meet anybody. I mean, anybody. And honestly, I've yet to meet anyone who's gotten into a relationship post-transitioning. Male to female. Female to male, if you were in a lesbian relationship, I have seen that work out many times. And if you were in a relationship with someone before you transitioned, male to female, rarer than the other, but definitely possible. But I've not met anyone who post transition, male to female, who's gotten into a relationship and stuck with it. And maybe that's just a numbers game. Certainly, I don't know everyone on the planet. I did it one time, but we had a falling out, and so yeah, now I don't know everyone on the planet. People have had children, so I definitely I can't. I'm being totally facetious, by the way. But no, I'm sure there's someone out there for everybody. That's the cliche. There's out someone out there. You just have to find them. But we're not going to find them sitting in our homes. Um, you know, we're going to find them going out and doing the things that we enjoy doing. And John Lennon said that life is something that happens while you're doing something else. And so, my hope is, going out and flying and doing my hobbies and doing the things that I enjoy doing. I'm hoping to meet someone. I'm doing social things again, playing D&D, playing Warhammer 40K and Warhammer Fantasy and meeting people. My hope is I will, knock on wood, I will meet somebody. But there's a drawback to only doing stuff with, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. I did for a while do LGBTQ plus groups. I'm looking for a trans friendly game. People who are, going to be okay with me being transgender. And the only problem with that I found is, it depends on, let me share my experience. Because it's only going to be applicable to me. Your situation is going to be different because you're your own person. But I would go and do gaming groups and whatnot, and it would be a bunch of gay guys. And gay guys are interested in gay guys. Now, I may find a gay guy who might be interested in me. It's a numbers game. The more you do it, the more likely you are to find somebody, right? But in 3 years' time, no, didn't find anybody. Found a lot of gay men that were interested in gay men, or bi boys who are interested in other bi boys. And so again, I would say to myself or anyone else, it's a numbers game. Keep plugging away, keep chugging away. Eventually, you're going to meet somebody. I hope I meet somebody. I hope you meet somebody. But the reality, I'm not going to say the reality. Hang on a minute. What I have seen, my experience is probably the appropriate word. Sorry, I got to fix something here. I'm on blood thinners for my blood clots, and I have a little boo-boo. And because of the blood thinners, they're just going to bleed me. Okay, I'm okay now. My own experience, though, is I've not, like I said, I don't know anybody who's in a relationship. And the people that I do know that have been in relationships pre and post transitioning, they're not happy. And so it makes me, the logical part of my brain says, well, the conclusion is there is not going to be anybody. And we'll see, and I hope it's not me. I hope it's not that I'm the most uncivil, unwanted person in the world. I think I'm pretty friendly. I think I'm pretty nice, and people tell me I'm okay. But what are the odds? And are we talking asteroid field odds? Are we talking Death Star odds? What are the odds of meeting someone? And definitely I can increase my chances by going out, getting out of the house and doing things. And the other thing, I guess, the other side of that is to keep doing things that we enjoy doing. And perhaps that is the future, But it's not ironic, but when I was younger, 10 years ago, and I thought about transitioning, I was worried about finding someone and being alone the rest of my life and being the old cat lady. And I may very well end up being the old cat lady or the old sea monkey lady. I have sea monkeys. I love my sea monkeys. I think they're cute. But, I very, very well be. I want to say it's not a death sentence, But it's kryptonite. Sexual kryptonite was the perfect word. Jamie is like awesome. She nailed it on the head. Sexual kryptonite. We are sexual kryptonite. And I hope in your life that you find someone, and I hope that I find someone. But there's a part of me that just wants to say fuck it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But certainly not to count on it. And I guess you could say that again for a cis person. Same thing. If it happens, it happens. And you increase your odds. You know, what is it? Speed dating would probably be the biggest thing. You know, speed dating would probably be how you're going to meet somebody. But I think for me, it's probably going to be hobby related. I'm going to meet somebody playing Warhammer or doing something that I enjoy doing, and then it's something that we can enjoy doing together or separately. But sexual kryptonite, I don't know. I dare you. Post in the chat. Say, Robin, I found I got married post transition. I'm a female, and I'm an MTF, and I found somebody, and we've been married for 10 years, and we love each other. I mean, please, I hope it's so true for you, because then it could be true for me one day. But in the meantime, sexual kryptonite is the thing, and yet, I had my first flirtation, which I didn't really make a video about. I was working, and a guy asked for my phone number. So it is possible. I mean, that to me was like, like I said, we had the odds of successfully navigating an asteroids field. That was my, I can't think of it. I'm sorry, my Star Wars friends. I can't think of the actual number, C-3PO, the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field are to 1. That was the to 1. That was my 1 to 1. That was the one exception. And it was someone I wasn't interested in. I could tell immediately. I was like, no, it's not for me. But, so yeah, I guess it is possible, but it's asteroid odds. You're more likely to you're more likely to win the lottery. Oh my gosh, boy, that's beyond asteroid field odds, winning the lottery. But it is fascinating to me. Again, couples who are together and stay together, But cisgender people have the same challenges too. Life's ups and downs, trials and tribulations, challenges. And then if you have kids, add that to the mix. I have a daughter. And, am I going to meet a guy who wants to not only accept me for who I am, but who is kind of ready to step into the fatherly role? Although I don't expect that to happen. I am both mother and father to my child. And I see that continuing. But, the guy that I hope to hook up with, I don't expect them to take on the fatherly role. But, I want them to love my child as a parent, as parental concern and compassion and empathy and all that. Again, does the pool get smaller and smaller? I mean, are we talking like microscopic now, that the chances? So anyway, I think what Jamie was talking about, excuse me, sorry, 3 videos, and it looks like the lighting has gone in and out here. Maybe it's just my laptop, but my laptop's running out of battery power, so I got to speed this up. Sexual kryptonite, she was referring to the vagina, to our equipment that we have, Will a guy touch us? Again, who knows? I can say, speaking from myself, it's something that I want to experience. I want to experience having sex as a woman. Obviously, that's why we had GCS, right? I mean, there's gender dysphoria. I can't stand to look at my penis. And, I mean, you have that. But by golly, it's like having a tool. If you don't use your flashlight, what good is it? We gotta have. We want to. It just gets me. So anyway, sexual kryptonite. That's the way I feel. And if you feel the same way, at least we're not alone. And like I said, I really do. I'd be so happy for somebody if they found somebody. But I've not met anyone in my 3 years who's met an MTF, who's met a guy. Now, I have met girls. And that may be the postscript to this. But I'm not a lesbian. And I know I'm not a lesbian. And someone had said, another wise Jamie, I know a lot of Jamies, a very wise Jamie Cannon, said something about dating within the community. And I'm not interested in other trans women, not sexually. I am mentally. I like talking. We have things in common we can share about. But I'm not interested in that. I would kind of be interested in an FTM, a trans man, only in that we have baggage that we know what the other person's kind of been through and gone through. That would be kind of interesting, and probably we're a little more sexually compatible. Well, don't know about that, but you know what I mean. We know our we know we have limitations. We know we're doing the best that we can with what we have. And that would be something that we would have in common. So there is that. But again, I don't know anyone. And that's something that is definitely, I think, a consideration for someone who's considering transitioning. How important is that to you? And is it a limiting factor? Is it enough of a thing that you say, well, maybe I don't want to transition? Amongst the hundreds, tens, if not hundreds of factors and considerations of if you want to transition or not. And I haven't met anyone who believes they're transgender who can't come up with a reason not to transition. In the end, ultimately, they are happy with the outcome. But again, is that something that is part of the deal? We're almost like eunuchs, in the Bible. Respected, but we're always going to be a little weird and wacky. We're always going to be not shunned, but sexual kryptonite. I don't know, my friends. But I honestly, I hope for you that you find someone, if that's something that you're interested in. I know that I am. I want to experience sexual pleasure with another person. Hell, I just want to experience sexual pleasure, period. That's probably a whole other video. I'm not feeling nothing. No orgasms whatsoever, which, damn, I didn't hate my penis. I didn't like it, but I could live with it and I could ejaculate and enjoy it. And now, nothing. I got something on the way, though. I got a little electric friend coming that I think is going to help me out. But I want. It's not mechanical. It's the love. What I'm seeking is with another person, that human touch, the one-to-one, the human touch. I'm looking, and again, it's not totally sexual. It's mental and everything else, which I was told that's what the difference between men and women, and then realize that's a stereotypical statement that probably will get me in trouble. A guy, stereotypically, let's please grant me stereotypically carte blanche. A guy, And I've never given a blowjob. I would like to, though. I want to try it, experience it. But based on my own past, I can say, a guy gets a blowjob and he's happy. He's sexually fulfilled. A woman wants to be embraced and a whole bunch of other romantic bullshit we could get into. She wants to be enthralled and involved and loved and cared about and held. And then, an orgasm, why not? Why not? So. All right, my friends, that's it for Sexual Kryptonite. And please put your feelings and your own experiences. Please. Hi, what do you think? What's your experiences? Share so other people can learn what's possible. Okay? All right, till next time. Bye-bye. And good luck. And what do I say? Good luck. The best of luck to you in becoming the person you want to be as you define as whoever you want to be. Okay? And good luck. Bye-bye.